And when we heard it was going to happen, I was excited.
We were constantly calling Eric. Do you have the names of the students? We wanted to call them. We wanted to meet them. We wanted to give them their class schedules.
At the time when you guys found out, you didn't know Melville.
No.
When I first applied to transfer, I was transferring with like my friends, but they didn't get into Melville, so I was like, who am I gonna see on the first day? Who coming with me? I didn't know.
You get on a bus very early in the morning, a long bus ride. You're coming inside of a building that you haven't seen much of before, in all the faces, and our high schools are heavily populated.
My mom followed the bus on the first day, and she ended up like getting out the car. She said she didn't want me to see her, but then the news camera got her to get an interview, and so. Yeah.
So you didn't know she was following
I didn't
the bus.
know until I was watching the news at night.
So we always stand outside and welcome all the buses and everyone coming in. And when you guys got off the bus, you're kind of like, what are you doing?
And it was more of kind of like, who am I gonna hang out with like on the first day? And like, I'm a freshman in a new high school in like whole new district, so that was more like nervousness.
How soon after you got off the bus and went about your day did things start to get more comfortable? Did it take days? Did it take weeks?
It took like 2 weeks, but then the building started looking smaller and I started having familiar faces around, so.
Are there days where you're not so comfortable? Or are there days where you wish you were elsewhere?
Well, it's days that's like people are like really quiet, or they like stay to their groups of friends, and it's just like you're sitting in class like, what should I do? What's going on? But
I actually like I feel like it's gotten more comfortable, because like on the first day it was more like people asking like, oh, why are you here? And like when you told them that you are from Riverview, they have, you know, like they already kind of judge you.
Did you guys attend the welcome at Oakville Middle School?
I was in the front row.
Mike's school, Oakville Middle School, was our middle school building that was the only building that was slightly under capacity and slightly under the average desirable core class size that we target. So that's why he became the school that would receive the most middle school students.
I think it really helped when the Board of Education said we're going to provide an activity bus for these students, so now they can get involved in volleyball. We have cross country tomorrow. We have students involved with cross country.
It's cool to have that group of people that you have something in common with, and that makes you feel super involved, whether it be on a team or in a club or anything like that. And I think that's really made my experience awesome.
We got 11,000 students in the Mello School District. We've got to connect every single student to their school in some way.
It's the connections you make, whether it be with the principal, a custodian, a teacher, other friends, a coach.
Like getting everybody outside of their comfort zone, outside of their environment that they're used to, has really like, well, from what I've seen, changed people around me.
I don't think it's a solution to all the problems of our district, but I think it's a step towards what we need to do to get accredited and get our you know, the kids back to where they belong.
If I'm gonna be really honest with you, unless someone was wearing a sign that said I am from Riverview Gardens, I would have no idea.
The vast majority of your former classmates made a choice too, and that was to stay where they were. So we've got to make sure if we truly love, care for, and nurture children, we have to think about all the children, and we have to make sure that there's a solution to the problem, and it's not just a temporary fix.